What's happening, Chief? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing much, brother. I just came across this topic since they are doing a campaign with purple. Here's our campaign. So green. And it's they're pushing purple. This is our colors, gents.
Yeah, see, I had a very good topic in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
which was so women, are you going to march against men like Chris Brown and Thabo Bester and all other men you sleep with?
But didn't they fail with the Chris Brown campaign? The show continued.
Yeah. So my point is, these people they are marching against men who abuses women, and one of those men is Chris Brown and Thabo Bester, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
they love them again.
Yep. Those are the bad boys. Interesting. Were you going to do it today, or this was just a topic crossing your mind?
No, I was gonna do it today, but then since you are on it, then it's fine. I will retreat.
Machine, brother, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
Excellent, brother.
Yes, sir.
What's your take?
Um, I'm wondering, because the amount of division that we have as a country, we are divided in many factors. We are divided when it comes to politics. We are divided when it comes to religion, culture, and all that. And then here is a common enemy that we all face, right? We all face violence, we all face crime, and again, we are still divided in this specific thing. Women are saying no. If we look at it from the perspective of most of the people representing this campaign, they are saying no, our issues are much more important than men, you know. And now there is another campaign saying no, we're also going to raise our own issues because our issues are not taken into consideration, you know, causing further division in the country. Why is it that we don't just all come together and we say no, we are all not going to stand for violence? Because I mean it does affect both men and women.
That's a very good point, my brother. That's a very good point because yeah, true. We all are facing crime. It's yesterday we were having the very same topic. I said we have got a problem with crime, not problem with GBV. You know.
It's a good question, but do you think that gender is going to look at it from that angle because they're emotional? When they want to prioritize themselves. But when something benefits them, they want to be included. They want to be. They want inclusion.
See, that's why I'm saying that I think I even said from the perspective of most of those that represent that movement. We do have some that are mature minded, some that understand. Today I was trying to understand what's going on with this purple and green, because I'm seeing it a lot on my WhatsApp. In a matter of hours, both campaigns gained traction. So if you check on both sides, there are those that are how can I say this, hard headed, to the point that they don't want to listen to the other's views, and it's been like that. We've had feminists that, I mean, even before this campaign, we've had a lot of feminists that will tell you that no, men are the problem, and it's not just specific men. They classify it as all men are the problem. So even on this campaign, we see those feminists taking advantage of this specific campaign to say, no, women are the most ones affected with this specific issue. So I think if we can reason amongst each other, if maybe we can find the leaders of both campaigns and all sit down and reach an agreement, that yes, we do have this problem, we do face this problem, and it's affecting all of us. I mean, some of the ladies that are being do it next month, some some of the ladies that are being
Do it next month.
Is it now?
You
So
see?
some of the ladies that are affected by these things, they are our family members. They are our sisters, they are our cousins. So we're definitely not gonna ignore the fact that it affects everyone in also in such a manner, directly and indirectly. So why not come together and just make one campaign for all?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I think it's time we just put women back in their position. That's the only way. I
They,
think I think it's time that as
they,
men
it's
we
not going to
just
happen because the men who are in positions of power are feminists and they will do whatever it takes to break that. But I think, for the society to go back to normal Bongani, shit has to happen. Like war, things like war, people need to break apart. There need to be consequences, and others will have to reason. I mean, others will have to be like, I give up. Or what? So things need to break up for them to mend again, to be back into their natural positions. So, I see Iguchi. Feminism was never about equality. It was strictly a hatred against men, because now we see it. How do you make a march and you say you only want women and LGBTQ members to march for your problems, and you accuse us, and those are the men that you sleep with, yeah, those are the men that women choose. So they are doing gender war, bruh. This is a gender war, and unnecessarily so. All of us are affected by crime. Why don't we come together? The founder of this men movement and the founder of the um, Women for Change, why don't they come together and all that? Because the men are not the ones who are saying women shouldn't come to them. Women are the ones who are saying, no, we don't want men to do. But then these are the very same women. These
It
are
is
the very
never
same.
light.
Wait,
It
man.
is
Yeah.
always God.
Hey, Bongan, these are the very
yeah,
same
I'm
women
listening.
who went to attend a concert, Yaga Chris Brown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are the very same women who sleep with other women's husbands, isn't it?
Yep.
These are the very same women who bewitch each other for Amador, isn't it?
Yep.
These are the very same women who were clapping hands for Makudumana for leaving her peaceful husband and to go and date a gangster who has a track record of abusing women, isn't it?
Yep.
So why should we join them? I'm not gonna join shit.
Yeah. It's yeah, I agree with you. It's a bit biased of them to say men are the problem, but yet they exclude those same men, they exclude the good men in helping them achieve a better outcome for the unaliving that is occurring in our country. So I've never heard any woman that says when somebody is assaulting me, I want the alphabet community to assist me. They all want strong masculine men. But when it comes to campaign, the guys with the useless totolozi must be the one walking with them in the campaign. like, make it make sense. The totolozi that doesn't work must march with you.
No,
But when you go home and you look for someone to put you against the wall, you're not looking for that weak totolozi. You're looking for the one with muscles, the one that says shut up, the one that picks you up and you feel like you're up in the air. Those are strong men. So you see the why women are bad leaders. They say one thing and then they go for the opposite. I see Kakane. I haven't said those words in a very long time. But as long as we still have masculine men, we still have a chance to reset the system. And we need to put these people in their places. I know they don't like these words. They don't like how I say it, but I don't sugarcoat things, guys. And anyway, we don't have a problem being held accountable for being providers and protectors. That's our job. What we are saying is we are not ATMs, and that's a huge difference. Any man who's going to provide and protect must have authority over that he provides and protects for. So what kind of a man is going to be told you need to provide, you need to do A, B, and C, but you can't say shit? So basically, ladies, what we are saying is we are not wallets. We are human beings and we know our roles. Stop telling us about our roles. We know our roles. And if you choose poorly, you choose the weaker man, that's a you problem. Don't bring it back to all the men. If you choose the alphabet community guy with that useless totolos, don't say men are useless. Say the men you choose are useless. Hi, Teddy.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
No, I'm still listening. I'll give my opinion later.
Okay. Machine?
yeah, but I still think that if we worked together, it would be a much stronger campaign. I mean, yes, we see the changing of the profile pictures. There's green, there's purple. Um, but couldn't we make it any louder? Why don't we, instead of just saying we're going to stop for 15 minutes or all women should stop for 15 minutes, wouldn't it be much more effective if everyone stopped for 15 minutes? I mean, both men and women participated in the same thing, because like I said, we do see what is happening to our women, right? And there are men willing to take a stance, but as soon as we find that in this specific movement there are women that are willing to exclude and slander those men. The people who actually started this movement, if you check some of them, they were a part of the guys that changed their profile pictures also to purple. But then they were met with slander and rudeness from the opposing gender. And then that led to people now saying, you know what, you guys do your things, and then we're going to start our own movement. So if we are to say, okay, let's all join this specific movement, let's all just have our own shutdown. We don't participate in anything. All of us don't participate in anything for 15 minutes. Or maybe we march instead of saying, okay, we're going to march to the G20 summit. There are different places that we can also march to. Yes, some can go and disturb the G20 summit, and then there are those that maybe can march towards maybe places like police stations, because those are the people that should also take accountability. You hear cases from women saying, no, I want to report this and this, and then the perpetrators are back out, they are walking free. There are also men. If you can find or if you are active on Facebook, you do see videos of men being abused by the other gender. But The police are not taking actions for that. So this thing, as I said, as much as it affects all of us, I think we are all stronger if we stand together instead of being divided. There being green and purple. Let's find one color that maybe if we can say we are all sticking to purple this month, and then next month we stick with green, or we have maybe 2 months to stick with both colors,
Okay,
and then
I
also
hear you, but here's my challenge in your statement. If you are leading a house and you wear green and she decides she's going to wear purple, who's leading the house?
if she decides she's going to wear purple, who's leading the house?
Yes. So you've got the green t-shirt, she's got the purple t-shirt. When you guys walk out, she's walking out. In society, she's seen as supporting the purple team. You're seen as supporting the green team. Who's the leader of the house?
There's clearly not. There's no leader, there's no unity there.
Exactly.
You don't think it shows that the family supports both?
So, so imagine how it looks to masculine where his wife is wearing the purple t-shirt. And the statement of the purple t-shirt says, we are inviting the alphabet community and we're excluding men. So basically it means the head of the house, which is masculine in that house, is in support of the wife, supporting the alphabet community.
No, what I'm hearing from Machine, if I didn't mishear him, but then I think he said, "What about we support both?" Hence, I'm asking, does it not show that at least they're supporting both?
Well, supporting both would mean that neither of the households wear these green and purple t-shirt because we all have a common goal. So there's no specific color we have to wear because we are saying crime is a problem. We don't need to identify with the color. These colors are associated with specific agendas. Purple seems to be associated with women and the alphabet community based on the letter. Green is identifying a specific issue, which men are saying, guys, we are not ATMs. We are not saying we're not providers and protectors. We're saying we're not ATMs. We are saying the justice system needs to address all the men that are in prison for false accusation. See, these are different agendas. So I'm saying the reason why this other campaign seems to be gaining momentum perhaps has to do with the fact that there are more single households in our societies. So households don't have a unity family, so the man is not leading. Therefore, you have all these different agendas being pushed because we are divided on the ground.
Hey, Bongani, I see a comment here, but men are not ATMs in quotations. Learn how to say no, gents. How about we also say learn how to fight? Because you all are strong and independent. You can do what a man can do, actually much better than what we can. Your body, your choice. So why don't you exercise those rights on your body? I mean, go and learn kung fu, bruh. Get a gun or something. We are tired. Okay?
Facts. Right, Teddy? Women can do what men can do, right?
They do it, you have a problem.
No, don't put it back on us. I'm asking from a woman. Women can do what men can do, right? You don't believe in that ideology.
One twin, what I'm saying.
She's reluctant to answer.
What I'm saying is that when I was saying women actually, you were actually saying that Lungwepe, I think he can agree with me that women are actually doing it. It's just that they're not held accountable. You remember when I said that they do it in another way? They don't need a gun. You remember?
They do it in other ways. What does
Yeah,
that
you
mean?
remember I said they don't need a gun, and you agreeing to
So
that.
you guys can fight burglars that comes
I'm
into your house.
taking.
You can beat their ass.
You understand exactly what I'm trying to say, Wongani.
Hey, okay. Not a time. Do you agree with TD?
Guys, women are physically weak compared to men. Hence, I'm saying they do it in other ways, man.
Okay, let's see what Nolutando thinks.
I agree with Tid. I agree with Tid, ne? Actually, what a man can do, a woman can also do, but not in all departments. In certain departments, we all know that men are stronger than women. We all know that.
Do you want equal payments?
Because I can't have the same masters as you and then you expect me to get paid less.
You are weaker.
Physically,
Yes.
sir.
And mentally.
No, not mentally.
Mentally,
There's a
yes.
proof of IQ. The average IQ of women and average IQ of men is not the same.
But Mister, don't do that. You know that as hard as it is.
And we know at work when you have female counterparts, you will end up doing more job than them.
Yes.
And they're always absent from work.
Yes.
And they gossip. They go and have coffee with each other. They gossip. You know, those are the facts.
And women get maternity leave up to 6 months, and men didn't even get even a few days. Now they're saying you can get 10 days. Life is not fair. We accept that as men. Why can't women accept that?
BonganiD. Come on now.
No, Lutan, do you want her to sugarcoat the
Do you
truth?
also want? Do you also want 3 months leave for maternity?
Yes. No, not for maternity, for paternity. We are the fathers.
For paternity, I meant to say that.
Yes.
You want 3 months?
Yes, these are the things that you guys wanted for us. We never went there and say we wanted equality. It's you guys who said that you want us to have equality. I mean, we were driving the cars, working so hard for you, and you were like, nah, babe, you don't have to work hard by yourself. You don't have to provide for the family by yourself. I can help you. I can get educated. I can get a job. You know, I want to help you. I don't want this leave. I want you to have it as well. You know, you guys wanted all these, and you are the one who said it's not good enough. You don't want men to be providing for you. You want also to provide for them. So now 50-50 is here. You are crying.
Yeah, and to add on top of that, guys, back in the days, there were less simps. There were less these weak men that are forever crying and complaining. You guys said you want equality. So these men went from probably like a 2%. Now they're sitting at over 30%. We've got more Sims today than in the history of the existence of men. So this is what you guys wanted. So why you guys are complaining? Ladies?
Let's hear from the Purple gang. Hello, Purple. Rose. Hello, Rose.
How are you? Can you please repeat your question?
Sorry,
What is your take on men marching also with their green
Mr.
color?
Ngwapi? Mr. Ngwapi,
Yes.
I think we skipped a person.
What's my take?
There's Popima. Is it Popima? Is Popima what? There's someone who came before Rose.
Oh, is it? Who's that? Oh, Poppy. Sorry, my brother. How are you, Poppy?
Okay, let her answer first, then I can talk. No problem.
Okay, gentlemen.
See, gentlemen. You see, real men. Continue, Rose.
You asked what's my take, ne?
Yes.
For me, it's totally pathetic because I don't understand why you guys waited until we started our own campaign and then you all of a sudden want our march. I don't understand that part.
Because we don't get same publicity as you guys. So we thought if we wait for you guys to get the publicity that you always get, it will be better for us to hijack the movement.
Because we are the leaders.
Hijack, you say?
Yes.
Hijack. So
Yeah.
you think this is a competition then?
I think you guys are making it a competition because you are the one who are saying men shouldn't join your march, and men wanted to add on to the march that you guys are going to have on the 21st, to add that we also need accountability.
How are we making it a competition if you guys wanted to hijack the campaign?
We're not hijacking the campaign. We've got a separate campaign.
He said, "You wanna what?" But how are you comparing men being ATMs with women dying every 4 hours? How are you comparing those two?
Or men not dying.
More men are dying in
No,
every 4. Okay, should I give you the stats?
please.
Okay, in a calendar year 2025, 2024, 2025, we recorded over 31,000 unalivings in the country. 5,700 were women, and 24,300 and something were actually men. So the ratio,
Unalivings by who?
it doesn't matter by who, because
It does
when we.
matter.
So are you saying that when we see someone lying on the floor dead, we should be asking about their gender first
No, I'm
before we
asking.
can call the police?
No, you don't get what I'm trying to say. What
No,
I'm
are
trying to
you
say
no,
is,
answer my question? Are
in
you
this,
saying if we see someone lying on the floor, we should be asking about their gender before we can call the police, or before we can actually say it's a serious issue?
can you please listen to what I'm trying to say?
No,
But
answer
answer
my
the
question
question
first.
first, and then you can.
No, obviously no.
Then why are you asking me who is unaliving who? How is that
What I was
important?
asking you is, who killed the people? Like, you're saying men are dead. Who killed the men?
We don't have to be asking
Is
who
it
killed.
females, males?
No, we don't have to be asking, because when someone is dead, they are dead. It's a precious life that was lost. Yes, it doesn't matter if you're unalived by a cow or a lion or a woman or a man. No, the bottom line is that a life was lost.
So Rose, if your one of your parents got unalive, would you be interested to find out if it was male or female? Would that
What?
really concern you? If somebody in your
Repeat
family
what you
got
said.
unalive, are you going to ask, was it male or female? That
No, I'm not
unalive
gonna ask.
your
What I'm trying to
family.
say is, what I was trying to say is, you hijacking this movement, ne, is not making any justice for anyone at this point, because you guys are in competition.
We're not hijacking. Did you read the letter? The letter says
Can I come
all
in?
women
No,
and
wait, which
the
letter?
alphabet. There was a letter by the purple team. There's these guys that organize this thing. They said this
Yeah.
campaign is for women and the alphabet community. It excluded men.
Man, yes.
So you haven't even read the letter, the statement of the organization that you.
It excluded men.
Yes.
Yes, it specifically said women and the alphabet community.
Yes.
It didn't say women, men, and alphabet community and every society and every NGOs or group, everyone. It says women and the alphabet community come together. Let's do this. Specifically excluding men.
No, the videos that I saw and the letters that I saw were including men, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, please read the letter for us. The letter
Read
that
the
you have,
letter.
please read for
I
us.
don't have the letter on me.
And where did you see it? Where did you
I'm
see it?
saying the videos that I saw and the letters that I saw online
Good
were
evening.
Yeah,
including
go
men.
online and look for the letter and read it for us.
Okay, should I go out of the
Good
live?
evening. Good evening. Ladies and
Not necessarily. I mean, you can share screen. I mean, you can split your screen and you go on Google on the other screen and you can read it, just like that. Yeah.
The letter that
Okay,
we've seen going
let me do
around
that.
does not talk about men.
I can tell you now that source you are going to read from is motivated either by LGBTQ or Black Lives Matter people. Okay? Yes.
I'm really trying to go for the letter.
That's fine.
So,
You'll come
do you
back.
know, Bongan, that currently we have got 3 movements in the country, all addressing the same thing, but different people and different interests. Number one, we have got this Women of Change. The other one is for men, and there's one in Cape Flats, which is run by Jacob Liam, saying colored lives matter.
And but Gwepe,
Is it?
no one is supporting the men's movement. Who the fuck is supporting the men's movement?
We are.
Men are all of the men. We decided that we're not going to put our screens.
Yes, but like my point is, okay, well, like when it's Women's Month, okay, then you will see this fucking uprising of TikTok accounts and on social media. Women's Month, woo! But when it's Men's Month, nobody says fuck all. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the double standard that exists.
Do we even
When
have
it's
a
men's
men's
month,
month?
when it's men's month, they divide men. They say there's real men and fake men. So instead of
What you
praising
guys
men,
are
they just
saying,
divide.
me myself, I'm also part of the minority that realize this stuff. But you guys understand what I'm saying? When,
Yeah.
like in social media and majority people across social media and everything, when it's Women's Month, there's a big uproar. But when it's Men's Month, nobody says fuck all except for us, the minority.
Dr. John, they even hijack our day, Father's Day. They hijack it. Did you know what they do?
Make
Happy
it
Father's
Mother's
Day
Day for
to
the
my
single mothers.
mother. Happy Father's Day to my mother. You are so strong. You are my
Yes,
father and
and make
mother.
Father's Day, some women make Father's Day a day for single mothers.
Imagine.
Imagine. How
Let me
entitled
let
must you
me
be
They
as an
just
individual? Huh?
Dr. John, let me give you
they just
the
hijack
let
a
me give
grape.
you the
There's a boy
let
who just got raped in the Eastern Cape.
yeah.
They hijacked that statement. That guy, that little boy who got raped in the Eastern Cape by two women. The next day, this thing called women's movement says it's
You
against men
see,
abusing women. They're
double
not.
Wait, guys. Wait, Rose is back. Somebody has picked up the letter. Kia, can you read that letter for us? Rose, did you find the letter? Okay, Kia, can you read it
No, I'm
for
not
us?
finding it.
Hear me?
But let me.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
yes.
This is
Yeah.
based on the 21st of November agenda on the Women for Change page.
Of this year.
It says on Friday, 21 November, South African women will silence the nation. We call on all women and members of the LGBTQI plus community in South Africa to refrain from all paid and unpaid work in workplaces, universities, and homes, to spend no money for their entire day, but to demonstrate the economic and social impact of their absence. Because until South Africa stops burying a woman every 2.5 hours, the G20 cannot speak of growth and progress. We demand that gender-based violence and femicide be declared a national disaster. Not tomorrow, not another day. Not another summit. Now. And this is how people can participate.
Bongani?
You don't work, paid or unpaid. You don't spend money or withdraw from the economy. Join a 15-minute standstill by lying down for 15 minutes at 12 p.m. to honor the flag. Wear black, change profile picture.
Ma'am, okay, but just pause there because I see this is a very long article. Just pause there for a moment, then we can continue again. How the fuck are you gonna put gender-based violence and LGBTQ into the same bracket? If there's only two genders and the LGBTQ supports 6, 7, 8 genders, that doesn't exist. There you're already contradicting yourself.
So, Rose, do you see the letter? It's on the website. Do you have any pushback?
Not at the moment.
Oh, wow. Okay. No,
I'm
no.
sorry if I'm fucking interrupting anybody.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So Rose, yeah, we've fact checked it, and here it is. And what do you say? Are you happy with the fact that men are being excluded?
Obviously not.
So what are you going to do
But
about it?
again,
But
there's
how
nothing I
must
can
men
do about
support
it,
you?
unfortunately.
How must men support you if they're being excluded?
Men are already supporting us.
But those is the beta and delta and omega
I've seen
males.
multiple.
And exactly. And you are a feminist and clearly you have a problem with alpha males. This is where the problem comes in, you understand? Because you might have a delta or a mega male that's in your life, and you are carrying his balls in your handbag. You understand? So you carrying his balls in your handbag. So now
I
he's
had a problem.
controlling, you controlling everything he decides and wara wara wara. You see, it is not a real man.
You were saying?
My
You were
brother,
saying? I didn't hear anything. I had a problem with my connection.
for FEMA, you haven't spoken, brother. You gave a lady a chance. What's your take, brother?
Okay. My take is that women, we have grown ignorance because women, they've been asking for what they wanted and getting them, and we have not asked anything from back to the community, the to the society, that what we really wanted. And now when women stand up and said, look, support us, we are having a crisis where people are dying, women are dying and everything, we took an opportunity and said, oh, we also have an issue. Because I felt like we could have raised our concern based on us, not because women, they've raised their own concern.
But
I think
exactly, my bro. Why is our concern as men not taken into consideration? But we must take everybody else's into our consideration. You know, the math is mathing at the moment. It's not mathing, guys.
so we cannot compare what we don't have with what women have. We can ask for what we want to have, because now we are asking, we'll be asking something because somebody have it, and it won't be because we want it. It's because somebody have what we think is good. Because if I ask, let's just give an example. If you receive a candy and I ask for a candy because you have a candy, it does not mean I want the candy. I just being envy of you for what you have, or jealous of what you have. So if I ask for candy because I want a candy, it will. So I think like women, they've asked for what they think is good for them, and we have supported them, and we love that. Cannot some can we now stand up and say, I want this, not because you have this as a lady? I don't know. It's like
I
me,
agree.
I have a lady in my life. So if I give her a gift, né, because she give me a gift, it won't be giving. It will be returning the favor. But when I give her something because I think she deserves it as my lady, that's good. So if she asks for something to me, it's not a good opportunity for me to ask for something back. I think like I don't know. Maybe you can adjust my mentality.
No, I agree 100%. 100%. And Tina, we are not asking for what women are asking. Our agenda is different. So women are supposed to be supporting what men are saying and not
What are
make
you
it
asking for, Bongani?
we are basically saying recognize us as providers and protectors. We are not ATMs, we are not wallets. We are human beings, we've got feelings, we've got emotions.
Yes. Like you
But
expect,
Bongani, our chat here is
Lord Rose, you expect a
doc-
king in your life, but you don't treat the man like a king. And you expect queen treatment, but you don't behave like a queen. You see where you understand?
right now. You guys are not behaving like kings. You guys are not behaving like leaders. Because why would you wait for a women's organization to start for you to be like,
How
oh, we
how
also have concerns?
how much
There was
how
June.
much you lead as a king if the woman want to be on the same level as you? She wants to tell you what to do. It will never work out. Because at the end of the day, the chain of command is God, man, woman, then children. But now you want to have authority over the man. You want to tell him what to do. Then the chain of command is broken. There's no authority in the house.
And to add on top of that,
Dr. Jen.
Rose, wait.
Yeah.
You guys have your campaign, right? You've invited the fake Totolos in your team, right? Did you hear the men complain
Yeah.
about it? We didn't complain. We were like, oh, okay. You're taking those fake Totolos is okay, sharp. So we didn't complain about your campaign, right? So we went and did our own. Why is the issue now why are we doing it now? We don't need your guys' permission. We are the leaders. We can do our campaign whenever we want to.
You are
So
the leaders, but yet you wait for women to start their own campaign for you guys to start your own campaign.
we
How is
didn't
that
wait.
leading?
We didn't
No, no,
wait.
no, no, no.
You
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
this campaign,
It
the
is, it
campaign. Can I
is.
please finish talking, Dr. Jan? I'll
Man,
give you your
man, but
time to
you
speak.
are misinformed. Not even the ladies themselves decided to start their own movement. It is the
Who started it?
LGBTQ, Black Lives Matter, Freemason people who decided for you to start it. Not even the women themselves. They were indoctrined to start this movement. And you've just fallen in it like a monkey see, monkey do. Do your research, man.
Dr. Jen. Dr. Jen, you said who started the campaign?
People of the LGBTQ community and Black Lives Matter. It wasn't a lady who started it.
The woman.
Lady's name who started it. Go Google. Who? They were lying.
Rose, you were mistaken on the first fact. You might be mistaken again. But anyway, you can just give us a female's name. Mr. Ngwepe?
Yeah, I wanted to add Rose. I want to engage Rose with some, for some time. Rose, are you all right?
She left.
I think her network was bad because she got cut off mid-sentence.
Damn.
Fortunately, okay, I'm sorry if I cut someone off mid-sentence, but if you sit and talk shit, okay, everybody has the authority to cut that person off. Because if you state something that can't even be Googled, my bro. I mean, come on.
Ngwepe, what do you...
Dr. Jan, the issue before I give it to Machine, the issue is that these people, they don't understand that they are always going to be used, and they're being used by the LGBT gang as well, because this is a performance, it's an arts and culture performance. This is not about women, it's about people being in the newspapers, using other people's pain as a catalyst to to grab the stage and all that. Because how on earth, how do you solve crime by putting your state as purple?
Exactly. And just to answer Kia here as well, no. If someone is sitting and talking shit, you don't let them continue. Because they're going to sit and talk shit and speak in circles for 20, 30 minutes later, not give you a...
What's going on?
acting like a feminist there. Well done, Kia. Muted me. Well done.
Yeah, Rose is back. Rose?
See how that
Yeah.
works. What? Because you
Yeah.
are mod and muted me. You're acting like a bitch. Feminist. Yes. Continue.
Rose, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I've got a couple of questions, and we need to engage into each other, right? Do you think women love being abused, or they love the abusers?
They love their abusers. No.
So
Because
the
if they
men that
did
you
love
guys
their
are
abusers, I don't think there was gonna be a march for gender-based violence.
okay. Then tell me, do you know about Chris Brown and his past, that he used to abuse women, especially Rihanna?
Yeah.
How many women did they attend his concert in Johannesburg FNB Stadium?
I do not know. I have no idea. I'm not a Chris Brown fan.
But then FNB has got like 94 seats, 94,000 seats.
Yeah, I
Did
heard
you
that it
know
was filled. I know about
by
that.
women, right? And in a month where we do activism against abuse of women and children. It was December last year. The concert took place last year, December, in a month in South Africa where we actually have a campaign against women and children abuse. Why did women attend if they don't love men who abuses women?
Well, I can't answer for that because I didn't attend.
No, it's not. I'm not asking about you, but then we're talking about women because you guys behave like you care about each other, but in reality you don't because the men that you are matching against also, do you know the men that you guys are matching against are the men that you sleep with?
Well, you saying we don't love each other, you cannot say that because you're not a woman, so you have
No,
no say to say
I don't
that.
have
But
no
again,
answer my question. Do you know that the men
I'm still
you are matching against on the 21st are the men that you sleep with?
cool. Yeah, I know.
Then what should men do? Because you can solve the issue. You sleep with
So,
those men.
Mwapi, are you saying because we sleep with this man, then we shouldn't match for them when they abuse us? Is that what you're saying?
Go and open cases against them and leave us alone.
There are cases against them.
Why don't you open them? Why do you all match instead of opening the
We
case
are
against them?
opening. We
Then
are
why are you
opening
matching?
cases. We are signing petitions. Still no change. So, what do you expect us to do?
You are sleeping with the men you are matching against. So you leave them at home and you match. Who are you matching against? Because the men that you are matching against are sleeping in your bedrooms.
Well, but do you know that gender-based violence does not involve only people who are sexually active? Children are raped, children are killed.
I'm not
So
talking
do they
about
sleep with those
children. I'm
men?
talking about women.
Rose,
We're
Rose,
talking
you
about
can't use.
gender-based violence
I'm
here.
talking
Race,
about
Rose.
women.
Wait, guys, Rose, you,
But we're
my
talking
life,
about gender-based violence.
Rose,
No,
wait,
I'm talking
Rose,
about
wait.
Hi,
women.
hi, yeah.
Guys, wait. Rose, you've used the K word and the R word twice, and my account was flagged. So use grape and
Oh,
use
sorry.
unalive.
Sorry.
Yeah. So why should we match with the women or support them while they sleep with the same men the same night we are matching with them?
I asked you a question. I said, do
No,
you
answer
know
my
that
question. You can't
there are
ask me a
kids that are
question while I'm
great?
answering your question.
I literally asked you a question first.
No, you didn't ask me the question first.
What's your question? Let me be the bigger person and answer it first.
So why should women match while they will still go back and sleep with the same men they are matching against?
You cannot involve people sleeping with one another and abuse. Are you saying that because they abuse us, we shouldn't sleep with, like because we sleep with them, then we shouldn't talk when they abuse us? Is that what you're saying? You, that I don't understand how you're comparing the
Okay,
two.
Rose. Basically, what Mgwepe is asking is, if I'm a woman and my man just beat me this morning, then during the day I put on a t-shirt and I march and I scream. But after the march, I go back to that same person who's abusing me. How does that make any sense? Because you have women that are going to be in the march, but they just came from a beating at home.
Yes, and also it means that you guys know the men that are abusing you. Why don't you open the case and stop matching?
Do
Well,
you
I've
get it
told you
now?
before that there's cases opened.
Yes, then if you're opening cases, then what should be done?
I don't know what should be done because I'm not in politics. I'm not a policeman, so I
So
wouldn't know. But cases have opened.
you're matching without, you're matching, but then you don't know, you don't have the goal, what you're matching for.
So in a nutshell,
We
Rose,
do have the goal.
Rose, what Ngwepe is saying, for example, if there are 10,000 women that are being abused as we speak before this march, if we can at least get 9,000 to open cases today, guess what happens? Then
What
the
happens?
campaign that you are trying to achieve, you will automatically achieve it by women addressing the problems at home. But if you guys are not opening up cases in huge numbers, but then you come into a march and there's 60,000 of you, all saying we've experienced gender-based violence. That doesn't make any sense. How do you have 60,000 women marching and we don't have
But
at
Bongani, again,
least 10,000 cases open? Can you see the maths is not mathing?
I hear your point, but what I'm saying is you cannot choose what women should do. You cannot choose for them. It's them who are victims, so you cannot choose for them. And again, cases are being opened. What you're saying is we're not
Answer the
opening cases
question.
at all.
Don't no. Answer the question. We're not asking you. We're not asking you. Are we trying to choose for women or not? That is not the point. The point is
I
the
answered the
people.
question. You said
Wait. Let us try to make this easy on the lane smart language, right? The point that we are trying to say is that the people you guys are marching against, you love them. That's the point number one. I remember when Dr. Nandi Pamakutuma, do you know her?
yeah.
What did she do?
I do know her. Know that I do know her.
What happened? What did she do?
She left her husband for a gangster.
Yeah.
And not just a gangster, she left her husband who was good and went to a man who has a proven track record of abusing and raping and unaliving women. And you South African ladies,
Okay.
you cheered her up, you said it's gangster love, gangster. Ooh, did you guys do that?
I don't recall of women doing that, but okay.
No, they were praising her. You can go on TikTok, you can go on YouTube,
But
you can go
again,
anywhere. No, wait.
Wepe. Yeah.
Listen. So what I'm trying to show you is that you are hypocrites. Because you are hypocrites in a way that you are smiling with each other in the road while you are protecting and idolizing the men that are unaliving women. A lot of women, they want to be in the position of Dr. Nandipa. They actually romanticize Utabo Besta. They love Utabo Besta. They said he's a real man. And a man who has been arrested and prosecuted for unaliving multiple women. Women said that he's a real man. He loves Dr. Nandipa Magutuman. So that's what you guys love. So which means you sleep with the same man, you go and march. So do you see that you guys are hypocrites? You actually hate one another?
She ran. Ngwep.
My dear Bongani, I forgot to say, of a lady said that Ucwecwe was scraped by what? Who said Ucwecwe was scraped? And who scraped her? What is the case number? And was the person arrested for it?
Yeah, no, let's ignore those comments. That's an old thing that has already died. But
they have put it on the video. I saw it. They have put it on the videos as part of the thing. They have included Ucwecwe as a victim. Whereas the evidence showed that she was never raped.
Oh, they're using that as part of this campaign?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So do you see this as a propaganda?
It definitely looks more and more as a propaganda. And I'm grateful for the fact that we read the letter on this platform. So, guys, we're not speaking from our emotions and feelings. This whole campaign is excluding men, but yet you're expecting the same men to be behind you.
But Bongani, clearly you are getting certain reactions now for saying what you are saying.
Yes. Who's that?
Treat you like every day's Valentine's Valentine.
Who's that? Mgwepe?
Yeah. Dr. Jan, this song it's a song, but for sure you know it by KO and Nandi Ngoma.
Bro, just tell your friend here to calm down, or else if she wants to continue now, okay, she must climb a fucking box and let me get a lady quickly in here because she wants to be a clever fuck now, non-stop, the whole time.
Who are you talking about now?
That's Kia in. I know her from Gwepe's live as well, but she started earlier by muting me and she wants to be clever the whole time in the comments. So let me share the live to someone. And if that person arrives here, I want her to climb a box and still be fucking clever. Okay, it's not going to be fighting or anything. You want to be clever? Let's see who's clever.
Nah, don't worry.
Intellectual conversations, Baba.
Don't worry, and he doesn't mean it literally.
But that's what I said. She mustn't go pick a fight here that she fucking doesn't want to be involved in.
Yeah. Machine, you were saying something?
I'm here.
I'm here. You see now? Now I'm here. Ze klapt in the box. I'm here.
I'm here.
So you want violence. You want the
I'm
argument
looking for violence.
because you want to be clever.
I am clever. What you gonna do about it?
You see? Okay. Let's share the live. Let's see if my
You're
friend
looking
will
for
come in
backup.
quickly. No. It's a lady to speak to you.
Go
A lady
ahead.
to speak to a lady. Because if I have to speak to you, I promise you, I will make you cry. It will turn into a victim situation. And you will fucking start parading here. So I'll call a lady to take on
Is
a
that the
lady.
best you can
Yes.
do?
The best I can do in what? Make you
I'm
cry
asking
and
you.
you can start playing
Making people
victim.
cry. Is that the best you can do?
No, because clearly the conversation we were sitting in talking about, and something said something, and you clearly hit a nerve by you. That's why you muted me. Isn't that right or wrong?
Do you want an explanation of what happened?
No, I don't want an explanation. It is just clearly hit a nerve by you, and that's why you're acting like
It's
you're
not clear
acting now.
because you interjected a person and you said if they're speaking nonsense, you have the right to interject them. And then I
Yes, if
made
a
a
person
comment
is
and I said,
speaking
no, you
nonsense,
can't do that. You let
then
them
you have
finish,
the right to
then
interject
you
them,
argue.
100%.
Can
So
you
if
please
you
go
feel
back to
you have
the
a
comment?
right, if you
Yeah?
feel you have a right to interject because a person is speaking nonsense, we have the right to mute you if you're speaking nonsense as well. So what makes you think you're special?
No, it's not the same because at least
It
I'm
is the
coming with
same.
stats and facts. The
It is
person
the
is coming
same.
with fuck all
You were
resource,
speaking nonsense
nothing.
and I muted
And
you,
then if
and
she
I'll do it
brings a
again.
resource, now you keep on speaking. You see, acting like a feminist now, man.
So what?
Are you a feminist? Are you a feminist? You're acting like a feminist now.
Let's move, guys. Let's move.
So clearly, this friend of yours is the same one who will parade with the LGBTQ.
What's going on? Oh, guys.
And then what happened? I'm thinking, let me take some popcorns and 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 just listen. What happened? Who dropped them?
Kia is. I dropped Kia to come down. Kia removed Dr. Jan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ish.
So you made both of them moderators. You are in deep trouble, Mike.
Whether if you're gonna drop us, you drop us both. You don't drop me first.
No, but then you are the one who came from the comments, Amos.
No, Mwepe. I was here and then I said I'm gonna be in the comments, right? I made a comment to say let's keep it respectful. You let people finish speaking, right? And then he went on to want to justify that. So I muted him to show him that if you can interject, you will also be muted. Yebo. So now he starts saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make you
So
cry."
you want us to discuss who must remove who and what?
Yes, if you're gonna drop me, you drop him as
No, we
well.
can't be discussing that.
Oh, one way, but you must be fair. Hey.
No, it's not about fairness. When you are the one who came up to
Because he was
to
speaking
discuss.
nonsense, and I wanted him to address me here because he thought he could just say anything and get away with it. That's the thing.
No, you are
There's
taking
no
this
need for
to
coming down here. We must both come down. Now I'm in the comment section. I came up here to address that idiot, and I'm going to be in the comment section. He will come up again, and if he starts speaking, I'm going to drop him.
So that is what we're gonna do the whole day. Bongani,
We're
let
not
me
doing
watch
that the whole
Liverpool
day. We're
game.
not doing that the whole day.
Hey, leave me out.
We're not doing
Let
that
me
the whole
watch
day.
Liverpool game.
Oh, oh.
Hey, guys.
I'm going to be in the comment section.
Okay.
Yeah,
Machine.
man.
Hey. Yeah, ne? Hey, you know these lives, they hey.
Bongani, let him watch Man City. I'll join you later around 8. Yeah?
All right, cool.
Sure.
Hola. So, machine, yeah, it's when I'm hosting lives, it can be chaotic. So if you are into your feelings, this is not the platform to explore, brother. It can be hectic. Sometimes it's just best to keep quiet and just watch.
Yeah, but also you yourself as a host, I think you should also take responsibility. You see, when you see people starting to argue like that, you drop both of them. You know why I'm saying this?
Hmm.
Arguments usually create flags when it comes to TikTok. People get flagged when they're arguing, and you don't drop them. You see, so your life might get banned, and then you're gonna have an issue now. You know how TikTok works, most.
Yeah, I know, but me, I go against those rules. I let people vent because sometimes people just want to vent. So if you deprive them of that, then it defeats the purpose. Let people vent sometimes. This thing sometimes helps.
Yeah, but it's fine. Let's get back on topic. I had a question for the ladies that are supporting the people. I don't know if you guys have scrolled through TikTok lately, and you have seen that the main reason or some of the reasons why we now have a green side. You know, um, there are men that also started supporting you guys. They changed their profile pictures to purple. You see, and they were met with negativity when it comes from the people side. There was a video that I came across of a lady clearly saying that now our oppressors, they are also changing their pictures to purple, and we are thanking them. And another one also, I think it was a lady sitting down, and the caption there was like, so these people think we have to thank them because they are changing their profile picture. So you see, men do try to support you guys. They do stand in solidarity with you. But how are we going to support you guys if we're still faced with negativity from your side?
Good question. Rose, you now have the platform to speak freely with no interruptions.
Machine. Yeah, machine. I do not know what you're talking about because the videos that I've seen are supporting men, standing in solidarity with us. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Rose, are you a feminist?
I'm not No.
Okay. Are you sympathetic to men's issues?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a father in your life?
Yeah.
Brothers?
Plenty of them.
Okay. So, are you in agreement with this topic?
With what topic?
What's on the board? That your fathers
Justice
should.
for men who were wrongly accused. Cool. Yeah.
Yes, that men are not just wallets, walking around wallets.
I do not support the walking around wallets. I support the grape one.
Yes. So you are then on our side. So would you wear or change your profile to green? Since you support us and you support your father and your brothers, how come your status is not green? She goes quiet. Crickets. Or is it the network?
Are you there, Rose?
Yeah, no, it must be what I said. It must be what I said.
No.
Rose? So how come you're not supporting your
No.
fathers and your brothers and protecting them?
No, what I'm saying is, guys, I Listen,
What? We
I
listening?
am supporting you, yes, right? But I wouldn't strike with you guys, especially when it's our time now. You understand? All I stand for is at least wait for this to get done with and then begin with your own marching and all of that. But you now being in competition with us is not solving anything.
So wait. So you telling me if your brother got raped, yes, today, you wouldn't stand with him because right now there's a campaign for this movement?
Well, I don't see it as a campaign. I don't see yours as a campaign.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if something happens to
Yet.
your brother today, is your argument going to be it should have happened next month?
No, no.
But
All I'm
that's what
saying
it
is
sounds like. Men
I
have
don't
taken a
understand
stand.
how.
No. Men don't need your
Why take a stand now?
because we are men. We make our own decision. We're not going to wait to be told what to do.
And that is why we're invalidating your feelings, because right now it seems as if you waited for us to stand up for ourselves and then join in, but oppose us.
Okay, no, I get it, Rose. You are whatever women say, I must support it regardless. Because right now you can see what you say doesn't make any sense, but you're still pushing that whole. Well, it could have waited until next month. Where in the world have you ever seen men ask for women's permission before they do something? We don't. Men just do. We can wake up tomorrow morning and say women's rights, it's over. Because that's how men are. You guys have rights because we've allowed you to have rights. We can stop that tomorrow. We can enslave all women tomorrow, and you guys wouldn't be able to do
Oh,
anything.
really?
Yes. The only
So
reason
then,
why you guys have all these rights is
wait,
because, wait, let me finish. The only
Bongani.
reason why you guys have all these
Okay.
rights is because the good men have decided to say, let's accommodate them, let's give them these rights, let's give them this platform. If those good men were to be overtaken by the bad men and the bad men are in power, what would happen? You guys will immediately be enslaved. Because if the bad men overpower the good men, it means then they can dominate you guys. The reason why you guys have this freedom is because the good men are still in control of the bad men. Am I wrong? Ah, she disappears again. So, Machine, this is the problem that we have with feminine mindset, is that they can't grasp the fact that the world is run by men. And the only reason why women have rights is because the good men are allowing it to happen. Even with these movies, this campaign, the good men are pushing this agenda. Imagine if the people in prison took over the system and they took over the good men. What would happen to women's rights?
And to confirm what you're saying, it's painful when you point out something to say, okay, do you see what these people are doing? And someone claims, no, I haven't seen that. What I've seen is this and that. I think, in as much as Rose is trying to be a supporter of this movement, she's also being disingenuous. I mean, uh, how many times has she made false claims regarding this movement? At first, she says, yes, the letter included men, which was a lie.
Yeah.
Now I'm bringing out the fact that if you scroll through TikTok, you find a lot of these men being attacked for changing their profile pictures, and no one is standing up to say, okay, these are our brothers, they are supporting us, let us thank them for supporting us.
Facts.
Instead they are faced with negativity. And when men decide, okay, we're gonna step away from your event, you do you, and we're gonna start our own campaign, that is also regarding the very same things that you are suffering from, but for ourselves. Now is termed as no, men are selfish. No, men shouldn't. We should have waited till next month. It's very much disgusting to see that whenever you try to support something that is actually termed a good cause by society, you are faced with negativity.
Facts. And you reason well, Meshi. But, you know, women don't like men that that can accept the facts, the truth. They prefer men who will just push their narrative. Doctor, I see you back.
The worst,
Yes, man, I'm here, I'm here. So you'll probably mute me again now.
Relax, you old. Speak freely.
Like, that's why it's the truth that I'm saying, bro. She can't fucking take me as an enemy because of what I've said. And I didn't attack her in any way. That's why I'm saying clearly something we said it hit a nerve. Because why are you acting the way you're acting? And then she used, no, I interrupted someone. I mean, come on, bro. She brought the article here, someone else green screened it. She couldn't explain her own source. How
Yeah, but
can't explain? Yeah?
let's move away from her because that happened. Yeah. So let's just focus on.
Because she's gonna mute me or kick me out again.
Hey, it's freedom of speech, so let shit happen. It's okay. But don't be afraid to speak. No, we all get
Yeah.
attacked on these lives.
Yeah, even in my own life, I don't mute and block them. I let them say. Unless they go on 10, 15 minutes. And that is unfortunately what was her name? Miss Rose. She was doing it at the time, especially when I came in earlier in the live, when I just came in. She was going on in circles, going on 5, 10 minutes later, still not stating the point she's trying to bring across to us.
Yeah. No, let's move on. But I think just having this topic, I got to address men's issues. This was just in South Africa we've got a bigger problem, which is crime and unaliving, and I think both genders need to move away from bickering, and we need to deal with the bigger issue. And I think that my objective was that. And I mean, we were able to educate Rose on misinformation that she thought she knew. And so far, I haven't really seen a lot of pushback on the comment section to say that our campaign is not valid. So clearly,
I agree
the females,
100% with you, Bongani.
the females that did join the live have acknowledged that we do have a bigger problem, and there's nothing wrong with men doing what men do, which is lead. Whether the timing is perfect or not, leadership doesn't require for you to make decision in perfect timing. When there's a burglar inside your house, you have to react. So this is what men do. We react. So I'm going to update my profile, and green is going to shine. And men like myself, I plead with them to update their profile pictures or the statuses with green. And let's not allow purple people to prevent us from leading. Anyone wants to respond or add to that?
I still disagree with both sides. I mean, yes, like you said, we have a common enemy, which is violence, right? And to term it as It's actually being disingenuous because, uh, if you go to the taverns, right? You go and maybe let's say you are someone who goes to the groove. The people that get moved the most there are men, you know, and now that it's happening man to man, it's not GBV. But then if it happens, maybe to a woman is now termed GBV. You see what I'm saying there? So the common factor here is violence, which is happening to both sides. And we also see, like I said, if you go through Facebook, we do see men that get violated by women, whether it's sexually or physically, but we do see such things, and we hear of such things. But if you turn and voice out as a woman or as a man regarding what a woman did to you, you become a fool. You become a laughing stock to the community and even to the police. So what is expected for men to do?
So exactly, isn't that then double standards? Until a certain degree, it depends on the damage what the male has to go through. But you understand the double standards we are going through here. For if a male has to take 5 slaps from a lady and go to the police, he will be a laughing stock. But if a lady has to do it, what will happen? So it's double standards, guys.
That's a fact. So if our common enemy
And it's a
is
double standard we can't really change, right? We can't
yeah,
change that. Can we really change that double standard? We can't.
But then on the same time, ladies wants to be on the equal level as a man. But where does equality come into place regarding certain
Yes,
stuff
but
like
they
that?
did say, yes, they did explain that when what they mean when they say equality is not on everything. So when it comes to pay, they want equality. When it comes to being appointed on jobs, they want equality. But when it comes to picking up heavy equipment, going under sewer, oil rigs, then there they are saying, no, 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 that should be a man's job. When it comes to
true,
calling
true.
someone to come and protect you, they want men to come in to protect them. They don't want females to help them. But when it comes to what benefits them, to them, that's how they define equality. That's literally what they said. And it makes sense why men and women are not the same. So generally, we must accept that women are biased in the word equality. That's how they've redefined the word equality, and they're expecting us not to go to the literal definition, but to go according to how they feel about how the word is is
Yes.
is,
Using the
is.
word equality only until their advantage and not until the advantage of humanity.
Correct.
Not only equality, they've also redefined GBV because now is now female-based violence. It's no longer gender-based violence.
Correct. Even yes, GBV is associated with women's issues, not men's issues. That's why they say women and kids. They don't say women, men, and kids. But the word gender based violence includes all genders, meaning
Yes.
male, female, and the alphabet team, the guys without a totolos. Oh, they
Everybody.
used to say.
And just to add on that, gentlemen, it doesn't only come down to gender, but also is that it doesn't have to be physical. You can gender-based violence someone emotionally and verbally as well.
Yeah,
The problem with emotional abuse, it's difficult to prove in a court of law. I get it. Women generally want to bring the word emotional. As men, we don't really see emotional abuse as a level of physical abuse. So we just generally walk away from you know, anything that's verbal. But obviously, women take emotional abuse seriously. The problem with emotional abuse, it's difficult to prove in court.
I agree with you, but I'm going to tell you something. Unfortunately, when it comes to down to if you go to court where the lady was beating the man and reacted to how she was beating him every day, and she mentions there that it was not only physical, but it was emotional and verbally as well. They take it into a big account.
Yeah, but for me, I think the emotional part of it is subjective because when you have to prove it, the court looks at evidence.
I agree with
So
you.
if you don't have any
Yes.
recordings of, if you don't have recordings inside your house where she was verbally abusing you, it's just your word against hers. It
Yes,
just
I agree
becomes
with you.
subjective because
As well as like for men, we don't care if someone swears. As for a real man, we don't care about stuff like that. So someone can verbally attack you. If you are a real man, it will not really affect you. I agree with you with that.
yeah. Well, I personally think when there's a when a heated argument is about to start, just walk away. Just go to your friends, take a drive.
Bro,
That's how you
but
deal with such.
even in a heated argument, then that guy can't classify himself as a alpha male. Obviously, it depends on the scenario, but the real big boss will always control his emotions and his actions until a certain extent. As I said, it depends on the scenario.
Yeah. So we unfortunately the justice system is not in our favor, even though we've created it. And as men complaining about it is neither here or there. But I think such campaigns where we educate women that we are not ATMs, we've got emotions, we've got feelings, and we call women out on accusing men of things they didn't do and put them in jail for things that didn't happen. That's wrong. I think those things are tangible. And I think those are things we can drive in societies and we can enforce them to make sure that we don't have repetition of such things. And we've got the manpower to do it, you know. So we and this mindset that men get laughed at the police station. You know what's positive about those statements is that men have stories where they've gone to the police station. Yes, they get the laughter and the embarrassment, but we physically go there. So that's why we can talk about these stories. Unlike some of our women, they claim abuse, but they don't open up these cases. Otherwise, we would have so much stats on this information. And that's the sad part. The people who are doing these marches are not in huge numbers opening up domestic violence cases. Yet they have the nerve to go and join in huge numbers and march. And that's the sad part. So I look forward to see, and I'll be counting, I'll look forward to see how many women are wearing purple shirts and are supporting this campaign. And I will look forward to see if there's even one case that has been opened. That will be a very interesting observation to have on the day of the march. Machine?
Being one case or any case open, right? Let's also have a disclosure of people disclosing that how many of those cases were followed up, how many of those people received help, because the main purpose of starting a movement is to help people. It's not only for it to gain traction. Okay, it's gained traction, then what? Who managed to
Sometimes
receive
they want to
help?
steal money, though. Eh? Sometimes. I'm not saying often, but there are times where they want to start a movement to steal money. This is fact.
Yes, because these campaigns have to be funded. You have to apply for a license to do a march. And these things are not cheap. Kia, if you're there on the comment section, please check for us. How much does it cost to pay for a license to march in Cape Town, Joburg, and Durban? It'll be interesting to find out where are they getting all this money.
And the thing is, how much money do they make, and do they spend all of it on the march? I don't know.
Factual. And who's printing the T-shirt? And if it's 60,000 people and they all have purple T-shirt, or these are purple T-shirt, or these are all T-shirt given to them at the rally.
Bro, there is money
We
to
know
be
how
made.
the ANC gets its funding for its T-shirt is through taxpayers and ANC membership. So we know how they get their funding. It will be interesting to see these NGOs. How do they get their funding?
And obviously, unions, like the big unions, make a lot of money, bro. Yes. You'll be surprised how much the unions make, bro. That's why they're so powerful.
Hey, K-Boy and Serenity, how's it, man?
Yes. We're here to back you, bro.
Kia, you can climb a box. Let's have a debate there, guys.
You're still there, Doctor.
To fight Kia.
Let's all kiss right now.
Hey, machine.
Yes, let's debate, guys.
You think Kasatu doesn't make a lot of money, bro? He make a shitload of money.
Ghana, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and you, once again, you said earlier, let's leave it there where it is. We were sitting now here having a conversation. Then she comes here and put laughing emojis there in the comment section. I mean, come on, bro. Must I elaborate on that now? After we said we're gonna leave it where it is.
But Dr. John, you said that if you are a real man, you can control your emotions. So why don't you leave her there and not act on your emotions?
That's why I'm controlling my emotions. I am being an alpha male. I'm bringing a lady here. As I said earlier in the live, if she continue with her bullshit, I'll bring a lady here. She can debate the lady. Because as an alpha male, I won't debate her because I can see in which direction it's going to go. It's going to end in tears. Then she asked me there in the comments.
Why not glasses, bro?
Then she asked me in the comments, is that a threat? Then I said, no. It's just a warning. You can, it's been your court. Yes, she is. You can debate this fat face here. Okay? Look at fat face there at the bottom. The Serenity.
No, guys. No, we can't have insults.
Serenity, I'm insulting Serenity, my own friend, not Kia.
Yes, me, guys, don't worry.
Look at the fat face there by Serenity. With the glasses.
This is me. I am beautiful. I'm beautiful and I know it.
Okay, wait, guys, wait. Kia, you were saying?
So from the search that I made, right? It says the report says they charge around 15,000, but it's being challenged as unconstitutional for a public.
Kia, and for you coming now in and saying what you say, I love you already. Okay.
Doctor, do you want to say something?
He said he loves you already.
I say I love you already because you didn't come in now and where you are continuing with the debate, and that's what I want. We are not here to fight. I want you to debate this lady here, Serenity. That is
Does she
it.
have anything to debate with me?
Debate me on
You
what?
can go ahead if she has something to say.
I say that. Nicholson.
Stop making me laugh, man.
What's happening? Bongani?
No, listen to Kia. She's a clever lady, and I was laughing because she put my face on her profile. But she AI.
Okay. Yeah, can you continue with that information?
Sorry, Kia.
So what is happening here is that I see that they charge 15,000, which is being challenged currently for For public marches. That's all I can find. I'm getting pissed.
Okay, so is the march still on or it's still being challenged? So we don't know whether it's still going to continue.
No, the march is going to continue, but what is happening is that some activists are reporting municipalities for attempting to charge march fees for protests. The
Oh,
march
so
is continuing.
or they're saying it's supposed to be free.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're saying this 15,000 should not be applicable because is there a reason why it's not supposed to be charged?
They're saying it's unconstitutional. That's the reason they say that.
Oh, okay. So basically, this is supposed to be because it affects women and the alphabet community.
It looks like it.
It's supposed to be free.
Let me open the News 24 article. But so far, you guys can continue unless there's anything important that you want to address.
Thanks, Kia. So it's clear that these people want this march to be free. On top of that, wow,
yes,
interesting.
They can't fund their own march. But Serenity, don't leave now, okay? Let Devon come back. Just give time. Yes. Yeah, Bongani is... Okay, next topic. I agree with everything, all your values and seeing of
Are we
things.
done with it?
Yeah, nobody's
Doctor,
arguing.
when you already have the colors of the campaign.
Yes, no, and nobody's arguing all the points we are lifting here, bro. As I said, and then Miss Rose came in as well. She did bring that article or a resource, and she couldn't explain her own resource. So that is already a bit, you know, like that's a L, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we've exhausted this topic, or maybe people just don't want to talk about men.
Yes, I think
Perhaps.
it's a bit too harsh for some individuals, you know. Like they said, like is the board there, Serenity. They said men are not ATMs. And I don't know, Bongani, if you can just quickly elaborate on that. Just a very quick one because Serenity is smart. She will catch up quick. Oh, and Jasmine. Here's my other friend, Jasmine. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, generally, what men say, as men, we know our role, which is to be providers and protectors. So we are saying women don't treat us as ATMs, as wallets. You know, the money comes with feelings. So that's where that angle was coming from. The other side piece was addressing men that are in prison that were falsely accused of crimes by women that they did not do. So these are all issues that affect men, hence the board. You know, the other board talked about fairness, but as we know, men and women are not equals. So the fairness part is subjective. We can never be fair. I mean, the world will never be fair between the two genders. But yeah,
So sorry,
the hot topic.
the prompt that men are falsely accused, is that it?
Yeah, that basically it's wrong for women to falsely accuse men.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yes. So men are basically fighting issues that are commonly known in societies that no one really wants to speak about until another man goes to prison for the similar thing. So that was today's topic. But I see people don't like to talk about men's issues, so hence I changed the board.
Yeah, I think that photo is a bit too big for the board, bro. You must like edit it and a bit size of it.
I do think
Yeah,
it's quite a big issue with the whole story where women falsely accuse men, especially for the R word, because it's seen as more okay, this might sound very bad, but it's seen as more
Literally now, bro.
serious. Like, it's seen as more serious now because of all the fighting that's been done against it. But I do think women use it to their advantage. So let's say, like, a woman does the deed with a man, and then they get pregnant, but their families are very conservative. So then they say, no, this guy did this to me, just so that they don't have to take the consequences of their own actions. Like, they don't want to, but it is
But
very, that's wrong.
But where in Africa do women generally take accountability?
I don't know.
Exactly. I'll tell you
Only
which
amongst the white
countries.
people.
I'll tell you which countries women are forced to take accountability. Arab countries. There, women are held accountable. There's no option for women to lie or make false allegations. Women are not even allowed to have multiple partners in those countries. That's why those countries have the lowest crime rates. They've got the lowest
I
infidelity
disagree.
rates. They've got the lowest single
Botswana
mothers.
is one.
I
That's
see where
don't
you're
die.
coming from,
Look
but
at
I
all the
do have
countries
to
where they
disagree.
have freedom. I know,
Hey?
and that's okay. We can agree to disagree. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
those Arab countries have, laws that are not ideal. Most women will say those laws are against women's rights, etc. And I would agree with you on that. But look at the function of the country. You have less crime, almost 0% crime. You've got unity family. Most kids are born in family structures. And you have less people almost wearing nothing because most people there are covered up. And the alphabet community literally doesn't exist in those countries. So, and I'm not saying it's all great. I'm saying our biggest issue in this country is that we've got the highest crime. And we are saying in order to protect these other rights that we enjoy, such as freedom of expression, dress whichever way, walk wherever, women have same equal rights, all these things we fight for. Look at the price that those things are coming at. We fight for the left, but on the right, we've got the highest crime. We've
Yes,
got
but
the highest
statistically,
unaliving. We've got kids that are being abused. We've got missing kids. We've got
Bongani,
all these other problems, all because we're trying to hold on to the freedom of women.
that what you said now, it is exactly that. The people from the left, they want to stand and defend the values of the left, but they want the privileges of the right. Make it make sense.
Yes,
Sorry guys, my Wi-Fi was bugging. What did I miss?
correct.
In summary.
So that's the issue. Is that I would say if we want less than 1% crime in this country, we need to sacrifice some of the rights on the left, some of the things that we don't want to sacrifice, such as
I don't think
all these rights
I
that we
think
have.
you're conflating. I think you're conflating these rights that you talk of with some of the cultural issues we could point out.
No, I'm not. For example, give you a perfect example. In our culture, women are only allowed to show skin if they do ceremonies, specific ceremonies. But outside those ceremonies, you are not allowed to go around showing your skin. The problem is that what other cultures do, they argue and say, well, in the Zulu culture, women walk around topless. They don't actually specify that the topless is a specific dance, a specific ritual that happens at a specific time. So that's only acceptable at that time. But ordinarily, you're not allowed to walk topless.
No,
You see, so people
let me.
manipulate this because the reason why you're not allowed to walk just topless, just an ordinary day, is because every society accepts that there are good men and bad men, and therefore, for the good men to keep a leash on the bad men, we need to make sure that the women are behaving accordingly. So if women are gonna say my right, my body, my choice, and they're just gonna walk topless all the time, then what's going to happen to these bad men? They're going to start doing bad things, and we can only
Yeah,
catch them after.
but
But
again,
then
I
we have
think
these
you're
negative
speaking. I think you're
results.
simplifying. I think you're simplifying a complicated topic. So first, let me make my stance clear, right? So do I think? I think modesty is important. I think it's. I think that conservative values are important for women as a whole. But again, I don't think. I think again, you are doing something where you are automatically. It's determinization, right? So in your head, a woman who dresses inappropriately is going to be raped, as an example. But again, there have been studies, guys, and science backs this up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what a woman wears. A rapist rapes because they get a power trip. So they have something wrong with them psychologically. So whether a woman is dressed in a nun's outfit or in a bra, a rapist is still going to rape her. For them, it is about power and it is about control, and they have something psychologically wrong with them. So while I agree that women should dress modestly, you cannot make a connection between rape and how women dress, because scientifically and psychologically it makes no sense. Because again, if we just look at stats, like you get women raped all over the world. So
Sorry, Serenity. Can we avoid using the
No,
R
that's not
word?
true. Because if you look at the Arab wait machine, if you look at the Arab countries, rape almost doesn't exist. So the
that's
science you're talking
incorrect.
about
That's
is
incorrect.
only it's only okay,
That is a
okay,
falsehood.
okay.
That
If
is a
you're
falsehood,
saying
because
if you're
in
saying
countries,
listen,
in Arab countries
wait,
where
wait,
there's
wait. If you
Sharia law, in Arab countries where there's Sharia
wait.
law, rape doesn't exist. The concept of rape does not exist.
Exactly.
So you cannot report on something that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Do you understand what
Okay.
I'm
Are
saying? So
you
in Western culture, it exists.
wait.
Once you
We
report,
understand that the word rape, oh, sorry, grape, because we can't use the R word. We understand that the word grape doesn't exist in terms of the word. Even in our culture, in our Zulu culture, the word grape doesn't exist. So you can't then use that country as if it's an exception. In our culture, the word grape doesn't exist. So what's your argument now?
Yeah, so you've proved my point.
No, you prove my point. You can't
No, no,
use
used the
no.
wrong example.
you can't say, well, in that country, grape doesn't exist. I'm giving you an example in South Africa. If you go to the Zulu culture, the word grape doesn't exist. What's your point?
Okay, unwarranted sex, whatever you want to call it, right? But in a country where you have Sharia law, even if a man grapes a woman, as an example in Iran, that woman faces the death penalty.
Okay, let me give you a history in
And
our
they
culture, in the
and they
Zulu
wear.
culture. Let me give you a history in our Zulu culture. Back in the days, men were allowed to, in a way, indirectly, kidnap a woman from the village, take them back into his house, deflower her, and then the rule of the land was you then have to marry that woman. That was a bad culture practice back in the days, but it happened. So
So
that's why we
Bongani,
didn't have something called great, but we had a consequence whereby if you deflower someone's child with that method, then you would have to marry her. So that's why a lot of men chose not to do that way, because then you had to send kettles to the father's house that a lot of men didn't have. So there were things that were done in South Africa, in our own cultures, that were not the ideal things that we would promote in today's time. So this is, you see, when you go and attack a country far from your country, you must also do research in your own countries.
No, no, no. I'm not attacking any country.
no,
We're
I just have
simply.
a question quickly. I just have a question
Yeah.
quickly. So, Bongani, you said the word grape doesn't exist in Zulu language. So, seeing that that word doesn't exist, would you then say graping doesn't exist in the Zulu culture?
No, I was specific to the word, but we obviously would have sentence to describe the behavior. And back in the days, that was not something that was accepted. So the consequences of you doing that was either you you marry that person, or you get unalive. I mean, there were even situations where if you did not comply with the chief's order, your whole family gets chased out of the community. You get casted out. So there were a lot of things that were done within South Africa, within different cultures, that if we were to look at it now and say, is this acceptable? A lot of people would say this is infringement to human rights. So my point here was not my point here. Listen, my point here was not to go into details. My point was to say, before you point fingers on countries that are outside and say, "Hey, this word didn't exist," and yada, within your own countries, you now just learned that in those countries, certain words in English don't exist. Even the word divorce, and I talk about this a lot. The word divorce it still doesn't exist in the Zulu language. Because in the Zulu language, we have a say that says, tatile tatile. That means once you marry, it's permanent. We don't have such a thing as separation and divorce. No, not separation, but divorce. We don't have that. But because we've allowed government to create laws, we are now opening up to new things. But in that culture, divorce doesn't exist.
Okay, let me just elaborate, right? So just when I say that rape doesn't exist, I do not mean that there's not a translation for the English word rape. I mean the idea of violating a woman under Sharia law does not exist, right? So and then again, you making an argument that I must be educated on the culture of South Africa is null and void, because I can recognize that Sharia law is wrong without being well versed in what happens in Zulu culture. Just because I may not be well versed in what happens in Zulu culture doesn't automatically mean that my assessment of a certain culture and the things that those culture inhibits aren't wrong. That argument has no moral basis and makes no sense.
You pulled the stats. You said according to science. Science based those stats on grape. So science cannot then use those stats across Europe.
No. What I said was, right, that
you
pulled
up the stats. You said according to science.
Yes,
so your science doesn't apply to certain cultures.
No, I'll bring you the article. So my point was, right, that you cannot, while I agree that modesty is important, it is important, it's beneficial to women, it's beneficial overall, that does not mean that you can then go and put the assumption, the basis that a woman is raped on based off what she's wearing. Because if you take rapists who have gone under psychological evaluations, they do what they do for power, right? Why do you think gay men in prison rape other men? Do you think they rape other men? They're not gay, but they rape other men. Why? Because in prison, that is a way to assert dominance, and it gives a person a power trip. But that does not mean that they're doing it because they attracted to the fucking prison's outfits, as an example. And then I was making a point that the idea of rape doesn't exist in certain countries, not the translation. So just because there isn't a word in the Zulu culture for rape, I'm sure that overall people have an understanding of what violation is and that it's wrong. Correct?
I think the word rape is subjective because both genders do it. I think there's just more emphasis on men.
That doesn't make it subjective.
They do it on a higher probably percentage. So as long as we don't have stats that balance the actual numbers on the ground, it will always be subjective. Most men don't.
It's not subjective.
Most men don't
report.
It's subjective.
Do you know what? Okay, could you define the word subjective just so we know what our definitions are?
Most young boys don't report rape. We've had men come on this panel and say,
that doesn't mean it's subjective.
I was raped when I was young, and we don't have stats on this. So
okay, but again, that doesn't mean it's subjective. That means it's underreported. They're different.
But when you
I tell you why it's underreported in men, and abuse is underreported. They don't report it because there's a stigma behind it that if they report it or if they allow these things, that they're either seen as weak, or there's a lot of reports as well where these men have reported it and the cops actually laugh at them. And then I also want to say, with Serenity's statement where, like, it's not really based on what a woman wears. I've had personal experience that where a situation like that where I've been violated. It's happened twice. And the most skin I show is maybe my shoulders and from my knees down. But I've been violated twice. So it's not necessarily based on like what she says and what you wear.
So again, two things can be true at once, right? So it's beneficial overall for women to be modest. That doesn't mean that if they're not modest, then automatically if they are violated, it is their fault. Because that's causation. It doesn't work like that, right? You cannot just go and make an argument based on something without that other factor. So you can't just jump from, okay, it's better for a woman to dress modestly. If she doesn't, if she gets violated, it's her fault.
Okay.
There's
Let
a
me
link
play
missing.
devil's advocate. Can anyone
Bongani,
give me a country where grape doesn't happen? Or it's at 0.1%? Where in the world?
I would just like to add there, Bongani, with what Serenity said now. Yes, it is not fair if a lady dresses inappropriately that she should be, wara with. But until a certain extent, that also comes down to it takes two to tango. And you must have self-respect. Because if you don't have self-respect, there is a devil or a bad man there or a bad woman there outside that won't have respect for you because you don't have respect for yourself. So
Yeah.
it takes two to tango.
So
You must be
like
careful in which circles you hang out.
to
In other
further
words,
Dr. Jan's point, again, like two things can be true at once, right? So we can notice that this is the truth and this is the truth, but that doesn't mean that they need to be directly connected or that they correlate in any way. So I can say that again, it's beneficial for a woman to dress modestly, right? But then I can also go and say that you cannot then go make the basis or the assumption that automatically if she doesn't, it's somehow her fault. Yeah.
Serenity, you're missing a certain point. If you
What
hang out
point?
in a shebeen all night long,
Please,
the
guys, man,
chances of
small.
you being
What do you want to
raped
say?
are
Let's let
higher
Mr.
than if you
Genius speak
don't.
this way.
Okay.
Serenity, my friend, with all due respect to you and to everyone else here, you said that according to Sharia law,
Sharia.
if a woman gets raped, then she goes to jail. What did you say
No, she
that?
doesn't go to jail. She doesn't go to jail. So in Iran, and I can pull up the articles. I'm not just making this up, right? So there's a difference
Yes.
between being Muslim and Sharia law. They're two different things. Sharia law happens within Muslim countries, but if you're Muslim, that doesn't automatically believe in Sharia law. So there was a very famous case where a woman was raped, and she was going to face an honor killing, which is where you basically bring shame to your family, so you're killed, or she would have to marry her rapist. So what ended up happening is she wasn't killed, but she had to marry her rapist.
Yeah, let's try and use grape and unaliving.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
How you say grape Bongani? Now I understand.
I'm not saying it's right, but if you put yourself in the wrong situations all the time, you are increasing the odds of meeting a bad guy that's a rapist.
Tell you my situation. So the first time it happened, I was at a friend's bride.
Not you. I'm saying in general.
No, but
Okay.
let Jasmine speak, man.
And the cool drink I was drinking got spiked. The second time, also, the cool drink I was drinking got spiked. So it's not necessarily always you surrounding yourself by bad people. It's just
Not always at all. I didn't say it's always the
And
case.
like not just that, you could then go make like the whole basis and the argument that, I mean, boys and girls get molested by fucking family members, as an example. So like, sure, like no woman should be going out like to fucking dodge areas. Like obviously, I mean that's a given.
That
But I
does
think
increase your
it's a
odds.
deeper rooted issue, guys. To be completely honest.
So my question still stands. Give me a country in the world where grape is 0.1%. Since
Okay,
people
I can
speak
go get
about
that.
this thing that wait guys, since women are passionate about this topic, hey, this is wrong, we should this shouldn't happen. I'm like, okay, sharp, let's be practical. We've got over 150 countries in the world, maybe more. Give us an example of a
172, I
country
think.
where grape is, yes, give us an example of a country where grape is 0.1%. So we can really see that what you're passionate about is actually practical.
What are you saying, bro?
I'm asking a question.
Grape is natural.
Give
Is that
us
what
an
you're trying to
example
argue?
where a country where grape doesn't
No, there
happen or
aren't
it's
any. What
0.1%.
are you saying? That fucking psychopathic grape is acceptable because
Well, it goes back to my point. It goes back to my point that if we on this panel cannot point a country where grape
I'm
is
gonna get
almost
it.
0%,
I'm gonna get it.
it means that let me finish. It means that we need to go back to what? To trying to deter or minimize the risk. And that's basically what we're doing. We say these are the things that both people can do to mitigate from finding yourself in that situation. That's the only thing we can do if we can't find a country with zero grape victim. So why attack us when we are saying be modest, dressed appropriately, avoid, maybe alcohol places or bars because there's strange men there. What's wrong with us saying that? Because we're trying to prevent victims of grape. So why attack us?
I don't think anyone's ever attacked you for saying dress modestly and go to the bar. I think maybe if you've been in a situation where you've been attacked, maybe your approach or the way you delivered that wasn't the best. But again, like when you start talking about rape stats, again, it can be challenging to properly analyze because again, different countries classify different things as rape, right? So, as an example, in Sweden, sexual assault is considered rape. So, as an example, like Bongani, if I came and smacked you on the bum unconsensually, like that country would classify that as rape. Whereas in the States, as an example, penetration without consent would be considered rape.
Yes, but the same thing here. If a man touches you on the butt, it's sexual harassment. But if you touch me on the butt, it's not.
It is.
Really, in South Africa, it is.
Yeah,
Really, a police station is
if
going
you
to
wanted
accept that as a police station is going to open that as a case. No, for men they don't consider it. For women, it is.
Yeah, just
so let's
much right
let's
as
take it
us
away.
to go
Let's
and
take it away
report
from
it.
your feelings. Let's look at the law. The law is not going to
My
take it
feelings
seriously.
is not involved in this.
Oh, but guys, hear me out because she's arguing semantics. If a man touches a woman, the criminal justice, the police station is going to take that seriously. Sexual assault, sexual harassment, whatever it is.
Not in this
If I do
country.
it, if she does it to me, and I go to the same police station, it won't be regarded as sexual harassment or sexual assault.
Yeah, I mean, in South Africa,
So let's just
police
deal
aren't
with
serious
facts.
overall. Yeah, I mean, the
But
facts
that's what
are
I'm
that.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Even our court system, if you commit a violent crime and I commit the same violent crime, I'll get a higher sentence. You get a lesser sentence, all because of genders. This is the reality of the country.
99.5% at least of rapists are men, bro. Rapists, sorry, are men.
That's not what I was saying. I said if a crime happens done by a male and a female, same crime, the male gets a higher sentence versus the women.
But I
I mean, Dr. Jan, sorry,
That's just
Dr. Jan, please go look at the
how South
immigration
African law
stats.
works.
The immigration stats, because also what they found is there's a direct correlation between immigration and grape stats going high. It's bad, bro.
But I did state in the beginning when I was chatting, like I did state that it's wrong. That there shouldn't be that, like, inequality, is that a word?
Yeah, but then Bongani, I'm confused because obviously you believe in gender roles and that women and men aren't equal. So then they shouldn't be equal in terms of the law, or where should they be equal? I'm confused now.
Bongani, you must understand.
Well, when I talk about the gender role, it has nothing to do with the law. Gender role just has to do with the fact that the gender roles has to do with the fact that physically, whoever created us made sure that we are not the same. We don't even have the same organs. That's just logic. That's physically what we can see, and it's something that we cannot change. We can't be fighting amongst each other. The person who created us did what he did. So if you have a
Yeah, but then
problem
you
with
can't pick
how,
and choose, right? You can't pick and choose when there
but
must be gender
you have
roles
to
and
let
then
me
when there
finish.
mustn't.
You have to let me finish saying what I want to say, so you can have clarity. So when I
Okay,
talk
go for
about
it.
gender role, I'm talking about that you and I cannot debate that because the creator knew what he was doing. We have to accept that these are the differences physically and emotionally, and some people are logical, some people are emotional. Now, the other part that you're talking about, which is law, the law that you're talking about, which is the constitution, the police station, the legal minds, those are all man-made. That's not what was created by the creator. That's man-made. And the
Yeah, but
human
I don't
being that
believe in
makes,
God.
but the gender role, I say the creator, I didn't say God. See,
So what do you mean the creator?
you're adding words that I did not add. Not all of us are
So what's the
religious.
creator, Bongani?
What do you mean what's the creator? Everybody knows what the creator is.
No, I don't.
If you're religious,
I'm not.
you will use God. If you're Christian, other people will say Quran, other people will say
Okay,
whatever.
I
I'm
believe
just
in no
using.
God or creator. I
Fine,
believe in science, right?
you will be science, and that's you. But you can't then say I
Yes.
must use your words. I'm saying whoever created us, the creator, whoever created human beings, created us differently. That's one thing on its own. When it comes to law, there you're dealing with men and women that are attorneys, that drafted the constitution and the laws of the country. I didn't say the laws were created by men. The laws were created by both genders. Right? So
No,
you
not
can't
really.
compare laws made by human beings, both males and females, who are designed to make the laws fair on both sides, versus the other side where the creator created us to be physically different. Therefore, you are not stronger than I am.
Using the
You're
plot.
emotional, I'm
Okay, may
logical.
I
These
respond,
are two
please?
I
different
want to just
concepts.
respond when it comes to law, sorry.
Okay, just wait,
So
gay
You
boy.
have to protect
Gay
women
boy,
confuse
against
the
bye.
two.
mentally ill fucking predators, yeah?
I think again, like I think my issue in terms of this debate is it's very like finicky, right? So if we're talking,
Because you're
if
linking two things that don't link.
no, can I finish? Can I finish? Because you went on a whole spiel now. If I could please respond.
No, I didn't. I separated the two. You
Okay.
want to mix
If
the
we
two.
if we are going to debate strictly on facts, you cannot bring in the creator or God or whatever the case may be. Then it's strictly on a factual basis, right? And then again,
Facts.
my point is,
We were
yeah.
not there when the world was created. So
Okay, if I
you and
can
I are not
finish. If
speaking
I
on
can finish.
facts.
Okay, if I can finish, right?
No, but you can't say facts,
Okay, I said facts. That's
but
fine.
then you want to talk about a time
Okay.
when
Okay,
you were
let's leave
not there.
religion out of it then. Let's just speak
These are all
on.
beliefs.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Nothing you and I will talk about will be factual because you were not there.
Okay, Bongani, can I just reply,
What do you
please?
say? God wants you to rape women?
So, no,
Is
again,
that
I'm
his
just going to
argument?
add to that. Right? My point is, and it's quite ironic. It's quite ironic because I actually align with majority of the conservative ideas and beliefs, which is ironic that I'm even debating this right now. But again, I'll go ahead and I'll ask you this question of, you believe that men and women are not equal, and previously earlier in this live you said that you can't have the same rights if you're not equal. Cool, Bongani, agree with you there, amazing, 100%. But then
I didn't
again,
say
you
that.
cannot then go, okay, but then you cannot go and talk about law and how it's unfair that men get
I
sentenced more than
didn't
women. So it's
say
either,
that. Quoting things I didn't
okay,
say. I didn't say just
okay,
because we are physically, we are designed differently, that means that we must have separate laws. I never said that. That's why I separated the two, and you're still conflating the two.
conflating what?
The human being create laws. That means legal minds, men and women create laws, governments, institute, constitution. So if men and women are going to create laws, they're going to make laws to be fair on both genders because men and women are creating those laws. That's one
Yeah.
issue on its own. On the other side, I am saying that physically men and women are not the same. Even our physical organs differ.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
So
factual. That's not a
what are we
belief.
arguing?
That's factual.
So what are we
Physically,
arguing?
when we look at each other, we're not the same.
Yeah, I agree, obviously.
We're arguing because you're conflating the two. You want to link the physical features of men and women to laws. You can't do that.
No, man.
When
And
you
again,
agree,
I can go and point out that there are laws. There are laws that separate men and women because of
Bongani,
their physical differences. I mean,
would
obviously,
you
there's a
agree?
link between laws and men and women and their
Give me
physical
one law that
attributes.
is based on
Okay, women and
physical.
men's
Give me one law.
bathrooms. Women and men's
But
bathrooms. It is illegal for a man
who
to go into
grapes
a
the
woman's
most?
bathroom. Why?
And would you agree that if you grape someone, you are mentally ill predator,
Yes, I mean,
and you have
obviously,
to
just wait.
protect society against
But,
them?
Serenity, it's a known fact that men actually do get a longer sentence than females. There was a study done
Yes.
in 2012 that's proven that men get a 63% longer term on sentencing than females do. There's a reason
Correct.
for that.
No, I'm
Okay,
not
it was written
disputing
in the
that.
It was written in the Constitution due to females are the ones that carry children. So it was said those years way back when, and unfortunately, the Constitution hasn't changed much in that aspect. That females should receive a shorter sentence due to the fact that they are nurturers and mothers. So men do actually get a longer sentence than a female would.
Okay, let me just make my stance clear. So I'm not disputing that there aren't disparities in the law. Like Bongani said, men and women made the constitution, so people made the constitution. People are not objective, and people, they have their own prejudices that they'll bring into the courtroom or whatnot. That doesn't make it right, but that's not my point. I've never once disputed that.
I apologize then because I just came in and I heard you guys talking about that, and I just wanted to clarify that. Then I
No,
do
no, no.
apologize.
I agree. Obviously, it's true. Like, I'm not disputing
Statistically,
that.
men grape women 99% of the time, bro. And because they're mentally ill and psychopathic, it's not about sex. It's about dominating and hurting the woman. You have to
Yeah.
protect women against that, bro. That is a fact of nature.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's a fact because you earlier on
It is
said
a fact.
a lot of young boys are being raped and those cases are not being reported. But you can't take away
Not a
that
lot.
the
Bro,
behavior is happening.
99%.
So for something to be factual, you have to take into account of all the cases that are not being reported of young men, young boys
I
being
agree,
raped.
which is why you need to take into account the countries with millions of people where women's rape reports go undocumented. And then, Bongani, I'm also going to press you further and ask you, why do men commit the most violent and heinous crimes in comparison to women? And not all
Why
men,
men?
but just I want to
Yeah.
ask you that.
Why men commit the heinous crime towards who?
The
Men
most
or
violent
women?
crimes. No, just in general. It can be toward other men, it can be to women, it can be to animals. Why do men commit the most violent crimes?
Because it's in our nature.
I just want to answer
Then
Humi in
what
the
are we
bottom.
arguing?
Humi, if you can go check, go do your research on that, you will find there was a reason why they gave women a lesser sentence than men. Because women were always protected. So even if they committed a crime, it was a lesser sentence was given to them. So you can actually go read up on that and go do the research for yourself. You'll find that.
Yes, because women are seen as the weaker species. That's why they're always protected.
Weaker
And
species, I wouldn't say weaker species. They are seen as nurturers and mothers. And
yeah,
so
in a nutshell,
it comes from a more of an emotional state than a logical state.
yeah, we can be politically correct, but it's more or less the same thing. You're just putting softer words, but yeah, they're all weaker than men, most men. So it is what it is, and that has nothing to do with us. It has to do with the person who created us. Me, I don't sugarcoat things. I just state them as they are.
You
No, like I
basically
agree with
say
you there.
God. Your argument is that God, or whatever you call that, allows
The
men
creator, yeah.
to fucking abuse women.
I think God did
That's
create
what it sounds
bad
like.
human beings.
Yes, I think the Creator did create bad human beings because He created all of us. He or she, whoever that
Sorry,
person is. Someone created us
sorry.
and He created bad
Because
human
they're
beings.
stronger. That's fucked up, bro. Sorry.
There's good human beings, there's bad human beings. So He created all, right? So that means He
It's
created good and
Satan.
bad.
I disagree with you there. I don't think the creator created bad people. I think bad people strayed from the path and went to the
Yes,
bad side.
yes. God created us
Serenity,
with a will of choice.
Serenity, to answer you on your the question that you had, that you were saying that men or more heinous crimes. Okay, I'm going to agree with you and also disagree with you. Let's go back 19 to the 1960s, around there. What was the norm of the day? It was more females were um, more in the house. Men
Housewives, yeah.
would go out. But unfortunately, society has changed. Women call sorry, the word women also do heinous crimes nowadays. And if you, I think if you have to go look at the statistics, you'll actually be shocked. Yes, men still do more, but
Okay.
there's unfortunately a rise in the numbers of females causing heinous crimes, and
Guys, can I just say
it should be really looked into, and it's
the thing?
scary.
No, I agree. I think overall, like we are going out just the culture worldwide in general is becoming backward and fucked up, right? But again, whataboutism is not a way to debate, right? So just because I point out a stat that I'm genuinely curious in getting Bongani's opinion on, and I'll get the stats now on green screen then, but that doesn't automatically mean that I'm saying women don't do that thing, if that makes sense, right? So if I say the sky's blue, that doesn't mean I'm saying the trees aren't green. I'm just particularly looking at, on the basis of my argument, speaking about the sky's blue, and Bongani, what's your opinion on the sky's blue? That doesn't mean I'm saying the sky's blue, the plants aren't green, fucking women are perfect. No. People are fucked up. People are fucked up. I'm not disputing that. But my question was, and I was genuinely curious as to what Bongani's view on that was, why men, on average, statistically, commit the most violent crimes.
And his argument is that God made us that way. I don't agree.
Serenity, I do agree with you. Don't think I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want to just state
No,
the
no, I hear
obvious
you.
that times have changed. And unfortunately, when it comes to people doing rape and things like that, you know, a chemical imbalance in the brain. That's why they do
Yeah,
that. So
beefcakes, you're right. You're right.
for you to sit and to say that for any person to sit and to try and justify or say that the reason they do it is because females wear short skirts is not correct. Because in
You're
perfect
correct.
society, it would not happen. In perfect
Yeah.
society, but unfortunately, there are evil people with evil
Yeah.
thoughts, and it's not because of God. God did not create that. God gave us free choice. He gave
Yeah.
us free choice.
Hey. T wanted to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in. Greetings to all. I just wanted to chime
Hello.
in terms of why do men exhibit that type of behavior. In psychology, it's called antisocial behavior. Males or men tend to express it in violence. Women tend to use gossip, innuendo, shaming, and all
Mm-hmm.
sorts of things. It's just it's hardwired. I
Thank
can
you.
say, but not violence per se, but the tendency to actually go towards
To
violence for
perpetrate
males.
violence. Yeah,
Yes,
100%.
to males, and for shaming and insults and innuendo for women.
It's women. Yeah.
Can I give
Antisocial,
the
yeah.
correct term? It's called antisocial personality disorder.
Antisocial behavior, not disorders. It's not a disorder. It's exhibited by both, but in different ways.
Nicholson has that. Gay boy has
Yeah.
that.
But my personal opinion, sorry, I don't mean to take over Bongani, sorry, thank you for allowing me here. My personal opinion is the world has become sick, and I think the reason for it is it's our own fault. It's because of everything is accepted. The justice system and the government has failed us in so many ways. It boils down to the broken window effect or the broken window theory. If you see someone doing something
Yeah.
and it's wrong, but if a crowd starts doing it, you will chime in because then it's acceptable. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
media and the justice system has allowed too many wrongs to people to get away with too many wrongs, so that people are in a mindset that it's okay, I can do it because I will also get away with it because
Yeah.
Nicholson got away with it, so I will get away with it. And I think that's where the problem comes in. The justice system and the government has
Yeah. I mean,
completely failed us.
No, but the
yeah.
justice system is secondary. Let's look at societies. When you see a woman slap a man, how often do you see anyone address that in society, in communities? But when you see a man slap a woman, do you not see the whole society stand in and
Hello.
protect the woman?
Yeah, I agree with you,
So before
Bongani.
we even go to court, the problem is within our communities and our homes. We allow women to get away with assaults and abuse of towards men, but we then stand up if we see a man abuse a woman. So we are the problem before we even take it to the courts.
But do you not think, again, like you've proved your own point when you talk about the huge differences in physical attributes, like just naturally you're not going to. I'm not arguing whether it's right or wrong. I'm not making a moral justification of it, but I'm trying to like shine light on your own point. Do you not think, automatically speaking, if as people we were to register that, oh, this person is more of a threat to this person because of physical attributes, it's more alarming that they're doing this versus that?
Well, exactly. You're actually proving my point. Women know that men are physically stronger. If he punches you, you will probably go to the hospital. But even with that risk, majority of women still see the need to slap a man, knowing that that is a bear. So what does that tell us about women?
No, I don't fucking slap men, bro. What?
We're not talking about you. We talk about women in general. A social experience has been done about this. Majority of women know that physically that is a bear. He will hit you with one punch and you might just be in a coma. But you see overwhelmingly women slapping men.
Yeah,
So
I don't think it's
why
right.
would you slap a bear knowing very well that that could be you going 6 feet underground? Why? It's because women, even though they know the risk of slapping a man, in their mindset, they have this thing that he won't react. Yet you know that if he does, you will probably be in hospital. So women take ridiculous risk and go against nature because they think the world owes them protection because they're all innocent. And that's why we're in this mess today. Me
I think
personally,
that's generalizing. I think like
well, you
I think
might
you're
say
generalizing.
generalizing, but the evidence is there. And they've done
No, it's
social
not.
experiments authored where a woman slaps a man in public, no one assists. People laugh. But you do it vice versa, everybody assists. That's just factual. You guys can
Okay, that's wrong. But
make it about it's not, but it's factual. That's just the stigma that exists. So me personally, if I have a daughter, I will tell her, do not touch a bear. You can shout at a
yeah,
bear, but do not touch a bear because a bear will bite you. And I'll make sure I'll protect my daughter from the animals that are out there because some of the people in the community are telling their daughters it's okay to slap him. He won't slap you back, and if he does, he's a bad man. So that means you tell your daughter it's okay for her to slap him, and you hope that he's slapping a chimpanzee. But what happens if your daughter slaps an actual bear? So the morals in our own society have gone down the drain. We are the bottom of the food chain because we have human beings that know very well that bears need to be respected as bears. You don't put your hand on a bear.
yeah. I think
Just
if
the
you
same
hit a man
way,
and he
just
hits
the
you
same
back,
way,
womp womp.
just the same way that as men, we tell our young boys, don't touch a woman, don't hit a woman. We tell that our boys, but we have females or the other gender not telling their daughters that it's wrong to put a hand on a man. That's the problem that we have in our society.
May I come in?
Yes.
The one of the greatest pillar that we have in our society has been broken, as I said, that the family unit. And this is done deliberately, especially by government. These are the people
Yeah.
that are the worst in society, the people that govern us. And as well as we have prioritized individualism. Me, except the like we don't think of the greater our society, our
Good.
community, our families. We just think of, oh, me. And
Yeah.
once you do that, you start not to care about consequences and accountability when you're all about you.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, it starts
I
at
was
home,
about to
hey?
say something similar. Imagine a little loser. Now he sits in his grandmother's basement being a keyboard warrior playing violent video games all day. He doesn't get along with the other cool guys. He gets bullied at school. He's going to become nihilistic. That means it's a psychological term, nihilism. It means he's going to want to take people out with himself
No.
because he
Nihilism doesn't
cannot
mean
psychologically get along in society.
no, but
And that
again,
is our fault. We need to look
nihilism
after
doesn't
each
mean
other.
that you want to
We
inflict
should know
violence on
that.
others. Nihilism
Nihilism is
is a
when you give up.
mindset.
Yeah, when
No,
you
no,
give up.
it's when you are very looking for the right word here.
When you don't only
It's
give
sort
up
of
on
it's like
yourself,
a
you want to take people with you. Nihilistic behavior. How do you think these
no,
shootings happen in America?
Nicholson. Being a nihilist doesn't mean you're a psychopath, and all psychopaths are not nihilists, or nihilists are not psychopath. I can be nihilistic at times, but I can promise you now I don't want to hit anyone or shoot them.
Okay. What happens to a little guy? Okay, forget about the word nihilism. Maybe I don't know all the psychological terms. Fair enough. What happens to a little boy who doesn't get along? He's a nerd. He doesn't fit in. He sits in his grandmother's or mother's basement on the computer all day. He gets bullied at school all the time. How do you think he's going to turn out, bro? He needs to fucking have a structure which brings him into the community.
I feel like that's partly on the parents as well because they're not intervening in any way. Because
Yeah,
That is dangerous, bro.
also technology, guys. I
yeah,
mean, again, like if you just look at the cartoons that moms let their children watch, they've actually shown that these shows that the babies are watching genuinely fries their brains. It's too much color, it's too much noise for that baby's age of development that it genuinely gives them fucking brain damage.
We don't really care about these people. The
Nicholson,
society should be at fault.
I think what you're trying to say is, look, I remember this from ways back, where they would say there's two different types of people in the world. So the one would be the customer standing screaming at the cashier, and the cashier keeping his cool, and then there would be the cashier that takes it for a couple of years, comes back and unalives everyone in the shop. You understand what I'm trying to say? So
Yes.
it's I think a lot of times it's also people that they get to a breaking point. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just trying to
There is
think.
The culture is just changing completely, right? Guys, even if I just look at some of the people I interact with, like P was saying, he's incorrect. Like this idea that it's always about you and it's okay for it to always be about you is like just so forked. And then if you look at technology and media, the things that people have access to now in terms of whatever that may be, whether it's porn or gore videos, just the amount of effed up stuff that people can get at the tips of their fingers is also a big thing changing and influencing culture.
It's not about me.
No, I can
You've
agree
lost
with you
the sense of
1000%.
community, bro, where you look after each other. You don't leave people behind because that person that gets left behind will fucking kill your child in school.
Serenity, I agree
Because
with
they're
you
psychologically
1000%.
fucked.
Yeah.
Because if you look back in let's go back to the 1990s, 1980s, 1990s, right? What was okay? You used to have the Huisgenoot and the U and the report and all that. what was the types of things that were shown in the media? It was always joyous things. It was always
Yeah.
there was never anything about schmurder or grapes or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think it was a more peaceful society. But
E.T.
then they started portraying more of those types of things in the media, and it kind of numbed us when it came to those
Yeah.
types of things. Now, I mean, you
Desensitized
scroll.
us.
Yeah, yes, it did, because now you scroll past a photo of, so that's not nice, but it doesn't really do anything. It's like, ugh, I don't want to see that. You move on. Where if
video
you
games,
weren't
bro.
used to these types of things, you would like, oh my, you would
Yeah.
catch a full on fit. It would bother you so much you'd have sleepless nights. I think
Let me
that's
just
And
say
also
from
maybe.
beefcakes,
Pac-Man.
to further your point, here, let's think about this, right? Shame. So just in terms of statistically speaking, in terms of crime and that sort of thing, and the how truly just psychologically sick and twisted crimes nowadays are, right? Because I mean, sure, you got your profound serial killers in the 70s and the 80s. They were rare, but they were there. But if we use technology as another example, right? It has given sick people a platform to find other sick people and to find community within other sick people. So again, it's so much easier to find other sick people who share those ideas and can give you new ideas. And shame, people need to bring back shame.
Yeah.
Because in the 70s, when you didn't have Discord, where you could go join a group chat and everyone's sending you videos of kids being raped or drug cartels murdering one another, like the rates of these sick and twisted crimes are not as high. But now you have a device where you can find these sick people anywhere and everywhere at every time, and communicate and plan and conspire and not feel shame because you found a community within your sick and twisted thoughts. It's bad.
We went from Pac-Man to fucking
Okay,
GTA.
I just want to
Grand
Bongani,
Theft
thank you very
Auto.
much for the opportunity. Nicholson.